Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this how to play video, I'm going to show you my new rotation-proof Mech Paladin deck. So while this deck is now built during Rastakhan's Rumble, it is rotation-proof. It is only using cards that do not rotate out of standard format in April, so you can play this deck in Rise of Shadows as well. Obviously the meta is going to change, so what deck is actually good to play in Rise of Shadows cannot be said yet, but this is the version of Mech Paladin that I was able to build and succeed with during Rastakhan's Rumble. I tried a couple of approaches to Mech Paladin, because Mech Paladin keeps a lot of good cards. There's stuff like Mechano Egg, and there's stuff like Kangor's Endless Army. So, of course, that's quite an attractive couple. So it's something that you might want to play even after the rotation. However, what is the real approach that Mech Paladin should take? I tried two approaches. I tried to build this into a more mid-range shell, but there's a bit of a problem with the more mid-range shell. Well, a couple of problems actually. One is that Mechano Egg is a huge tempo loss when you play it. You're playing 5 mana 0/5, so yeah, you're not doing much of anything on that turn. And the second is that Kangor's Endless Army resurrects 3 friendly mechs. It's not endless, it's just 3. So if you try to put in a bunch of other mechs, put in stuff like the Sklotron right here, perfectly fine 1-drop, great 1-drop actually. But if you put that into a deck where you run Kangor's Endless Army, then suddenly you're risking to having really bad resurrects from the Endless Army. So I could not make the mid-range variant work. I still built one and tried to play with it, but it was just terrible. Don't try. So then the other alternative was to move to control. And this control deck actually works fine. So now when it's a control deck, then you have Mechano Eggs, you have Ciliacs, and you have damaged Stegotrons in this one. And you can play these, you can try to defend with these, and then you have a big swing with Kangor's Endless Army, giving you a bunch of good mechs, guaranteed good mechs, and that's intended to win you the game. So a few things about how to play this deck. This is a control list now, so double Doomsayer, some early game removal. There's double Pyromancer. Pyromancer goes well with Sound the Bells. I've opted to go with Sound the Bells a lot now in these rotation-proof variants. Pyromancer Bells, great way to clear up some tokens. Bells can also work nicely with Paragon of Light, which is also here because I can't use stuff like Stonehill Defender anymore. So Paragon of Light, couple of bells on that, you have a big taunt lifesteal minion, good for stabilizing against aggro. There's double Equality, and there's also double Shrink Ray in this deck. So you can do Equality Pyromancer, you can do Equality Consecration, you can of course do the same with Shrink Ray, but Shrink Ray has the added benefit of turning your egg into a 1/1. So then the egg can attack, egg can kill an opponent's minion, and it can pop and you get the 8/8 out of that one. And once you get some 8/8s out there, it's also worth noting that Ciliacs can magnetize. It can magnetize on the egg, on the Stegotron, and on the 8/8s. And actually it's great when it magnetizes on an 8/8. So you get an 11/10 with Divine Shield. And then if you use something like Crystalsmith Kangor, you can just heal up a lot. Crystalsmith Kangor also synergizes with Flash of Light, which is here used for card draw, a little bit of healing, potential Pyromancer combos. And Kangor synergizes with Shirvala the Tiger, because there's a lot of spells in this deck, with Shrink Rays and Equalities and Consecrations and Hammer of Wrath for some card draw and all these spells that are coming out and Flash of Lights. So it's pretty simple to discount Shirvala down all the way down to 0 mana. There are 2 tech slots in this deck, and currently there's 1 Spellbreaker and there's a Harrison Jones. Because this is not a fatigue style deck, even though this is a Control Paladin variant, this still doesn't want to go to fatigue. This wants to win with the Kangor's Endless Army and with the eggs. So Harrison is there, removes some weapons, gives you some additional card draw. Because card draw sometimes can be a little bit difficult to come by with Paladin. This isn't anything that you would like to use, like Crystology cannot be used in this deck and so on, but there's the Flash of Lights, there's the Hammers, there's the Harrison. So those give you some kind of a draw baseline. Overall a pretty fun deck, and also a successful deck even in the current meta, even without the Death Knight Tutor, which is pretty surprising for me, even without Tarim, even without Stonehill Defender. It can still work. When you mulligan with this deck, you're looking for your early game, you're especially looking for Doomsayer. Doomsayer is a very strong card early on. Additionally, you're looking for stuff like Paragon of Light, you're looking for your Hammer of Wrath, you're typically looking for your true silver champion. And depending on the matchup, you might look for some kind of these Pyromancer, Consecration, Equality type of board clear spells as well. And if it's any kind of slower matchup, you want your egg. For faster matchups, you usually can't afford to actually keep the egg, even though it is the main value creator in this deck. But anyway, it's a fun Mech Paladin build to play. I'm not sure if it's possible to build it as a mid-range deck after the rotation. We don't have all the cards yet. Right now I could not make a mid-range version work, but this control version, this one worked out fine. If you enjoy this content, then please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more. And now, let's go take a look at Control Mech Paladin in action. Let's see. Probably not against Death Rattle Hunter if I face those. But alright, we'll see what happens here. This one time Hunter kept one card. And it's a Diamol. That's cool. Do I want to just Doomsayer immediately? No, I probably want to Doomsayer on 3. It should be enough. Target Animal became legendary with your version of Death Rattle Rogue. Nice, I knew it was a good deck. Well done with that then. 4 damage. 4 damage, and there's possibility to play Coin Flanking Strike, which would then kill the Doomsayer. But I think I still need to try with this, see what happens. Yeah, it's a bit of Hunterstone. There's no particular reason for me to assume that he would have a Flanking Strike available. He doesn't have any cards that he kept, so... And he needs another 3 damage in order to kill this Doomsayer. Obviously he could use a kill command, and he can use Flanking Strike. But coining something like Springboard doesn't do it. I don't expect this archetype to have any weapon removal, which means that I can simply equip the True Silver Champion here and wait. Death Rattle Rogue's fun. Yeah, it's okay. Leok, which is perfectly killable with my weapon. Oh, he's going to Crackling Razor Maw that. Nasty. Give it Divine Shield. Not bad. This probably calls for Consecration. Yeah, I can do Pyro Bells things later. Just Consecrate here and then I can kill the Leok. Alright. Alright, we have survived some of this initial rush towards my face, but I need to get some mechs in order to make use of that Kangors. Scavenging Hyena. Well, beknownst to me but unbeknownst to him, I have a Hammer of Wrath here. Well, it's just hammer time on the Hyena. And then I will use my weapon to kill off that one. Then I have the ability to just Flash of Light my face. I believe I will use that option as well. Too bad I drew the Kangor then, but... Alright, we have dealt with a big number of beasts so far. Always the 7 high main. Always. There is always a 7 high main. I'm probably going to have to take 12 from this high main. But I can mitigate that a little bit with the Crystal Smith. The next turn I can do Pyro and many bells. Unless he has Dire Frenzy for this high main, which would be extremely unfortunate. So I need to try with the Crystal Smith. Haha, Nika Interesta. So I need to try it like this. So if he can't Dire Frenzy that high main, then Pyromancer should be able to do some things. Had a Deathstuck Rexa. Well, do I have to use the Pyro? I suppose I do. Pyro and the bells time. It's the Pyro boy with the bells. I'm gonna wipe out this board, but obviously he's now in Deathstuck Rexa form and he still has 5 cards. So we are still under a lot of pressure. I need to find time to play the Mechano Egg. Hopefully find Celiax. Finding Shirvala would be nice as well. I have played a bunch of spells already. But these beasts, they might just kill me because I don't have the tempo swing available because I've been under so much pressure all the time. Kill command is able to kill the Pyromancer. There is the kill command. Alright. One Rexa Beast in hand. Okay, okay. Time to play the Mechano Egg and Hero Power. There's no real use for me to hit into the Spring Paw, I think. He could Dire Frenzy the Spring Paw, I guess. But he's more focused on building big beasts. So I will need some good cards. He doesn't need any cards. He has the Deathstalker Rexa, which luckily is soon going away. It was nice at the start, but when the beast pool became much too good, then it just became downright silly. But we shall see. So he has some way to kill off the 8/8. Is that what I'm seeing here? No, that's not what I'm seeing here. Okay. I don't have to use the Pyromancer yet. I can simply Shrink Ray. And then I can kill off the Scavenging Hyena. Summon an 8/8 for myself. And I think I will kill this 1/1 here. I think that's appropriate. Let's do that. Okay, I was able to build one 8/8, but he has 2 Rexa Beasts in hand now. And he has 10 mana, so they can just be a game-ending beast at any time. Which is obviously pretty sad. I kind of hope that he kills the 8/8 so that I can get Kangor's value. Obviously I would be happier if I would find Celiax or Stegotrons or something so that I could actually get 3 minions from the Kangors. But we'll see. 3 Rexa Beasts, 2 other cards. His hand is almost all Rexa... No, 2 Rexa Beasts. No, 3. 3 Rexa Beasts, of course. The 4/8 Taunt Zombeast. Oh, but that Celiax is good draw. I like drawing Celiax. Let's use that one.
Unity, precision,
and heal for 11. I like that. I hope that he can't find silence, because of course if he can silence this, then that would mean that when resurrected, Celiax buff is no longer on it. But it's only 10% to find silence, so this is his 4th roll. And I'm not sure if he has even emphasized getting silence. Stealthy Zombeast. That can be scary too. He can make it grow. How much can he make it grow? Can he have lethal with that next turn? It doesn't have charge, right? At least it doesn't have charge. Damage Stegotron is exactly what I want here. So here we go with Stegotron. And we're obviously pushing face damage here. Like this. So now he has that big Zombeast out there. Still a risk if he can find the silence. He's obviously looking for silence. Even more so than Poisonous. Although Poisonous would be the second best. Once these are all killed, I will have exactly 3 mechs in the pool. So we'll see how this one's going to turn out. Charging Zombeast. Okay. Some kill commanding, some charging. That's cool. Some crackling razor mowing. Seems nice. But is he going to attack with that minion? Nope, he tries to keep buffing it up. Okay. So his plan is to kill me with this one in a single hit, right? I could try to use the Endless Army immediately. I won't get the Stegotron back, because it's not dead. But I would get the Celiax 8/8 and the egg. But he still has charge in the Candle Shot, so he cannot always attack away the Divine Shield from the big guy. I think I'll take a bit of a chance here still. Pick up another Stegotron. Let's do this. Okay, I think this is fine. Now, of course, there is a risk that I don't get my Celiax minion back if he kills both of these Stegotrons here. That risk exists. There's also some kind of a risk that this can deal 30 damage in a single turn. He's just rolling all new beasts all the time, so I have to be careful about his beast capabilities. We'll see, we'll see. Life-stealing zombies is good for him. It's very, very good for him. Now he used the last charge of the Candle Shot. And now that I drew Harrison. Do I now just summon Celiax and push 12 to the face, put him down to 8. Kill the Life Stealer without him getting more from that. Tough choices. I think I probably need to do that. I think I probably need to do this, so that I can kill that Lifesteal minion without giving him more healing. And hit him in the face a lot. But he's still at 8. He no longer has any weapons left, so Harrison is not going to do anything. He might find some kind of way here. There's no more Spring Paws. There's a Timberwolf, there's obviously the Tundra Rhino. But is there enough to kill these 3? Because he needs to kill all 3. And with the Unleash there is enough. Okay. With the Unleash he can kill all 3. Can he? He needs to kill all 3. Killing 2 is not enough. But it looks like he will have enough to kill all 3. Yeah, Revenge of the Wild. So that allows him to kill all 3, which in turn means that he's not exactly getting through, but he's able to prevent me from killing him. Five times bells is 5 damage. It's not enough damage. So this will be a Shrink Ray turn. But he still has 2 more beasts there. Oh dear. This is probably Shrink Ray into Harrison, so that I will have 2 minions that are potentially capable of killing him. So first we shrink these a little bit. I can kill off that one. And I do kill off the Diamol too, right? Yeah, I think so. But I'll play the Harrison. Because unless he can heal, then one of these beasts can potentially be enough to kill him. But it seems that Rexar is just giving him a bit too much power right now. That was a very quick pick, so I think that's going to be something that kills my stuff. Or heals him, or does both. In worst case scenario, 3 Rexa beasts in hand. 2 other beasts. And there's no Razor Maws, but there's still a Timberwolf left. And there is still Tundra Rhinos left. But the spells is a bit of my secret weapon here. Which hopefully gives me enough reach. Because I played the Harrison. It's not enough for him to kill the 8/8. He needs to deal with both or have a taunt or something, or heal. He couldn't do it and we take the game. I think I can try with something like this. I don't dare to keep Kangors in the Mulligan. Midrange hunting. Let's see. Mr. 2-drop. Well, that's some consolation. I kind of would like to find some buffs, right? Oh no, always Huffer. If I had a 2-mana spell, I could have used that with the Pyro. Does he have Dire Frenzy for next turn? That would be really scary. I'm afraid I will have to spend the coin. I really don't want to. Really not happy about spending the coin. But if he Dire Frenzy's Huffer, then that is going to kill me eventually. I'll go into Consecration. I had the option to coin just Hammer on the Huffer. That's definitely an option. Well, this is fine. I'll play the Paragon. Okay, he has a bit of a slow hand. That's good. Paragon is enough to contest a potential Thundra Rhino, so he can't play Thundra Rhino here. Well, he could, but I would be able to contest that. Oh no. Lots of beasts coming in. For 2 mana he can't do much, but next turn there will be a beast galore. Need to get the egg out there. I have Pyro Equality available for next turn. I can pop the egg and get an 8/8 out of that. But of course if he like plays 7 high main here, then I can't Pyro Equality into 7 high main. This is not too bad yet, but there can be charging things and with multiple Timberwolves and stuff like that. Nasty stuff. So I have the option to hammer this. Or I can play Stegotron. I suppose Ciliax is not really an option. But playing Stegotron... too scary. I think I have to do this. Crystal Smith will have to come later, if I survive. There's always a chance that there's some Charge Beasts and Timberwolves with those, and nasty things can happen after that. He's unlikely to have Silence. That's a small upside. Just some Thunder Rhinoing. Can't play Equality into Ciliax, but I have to kill the Thunder Rhino. So it's Pyro Equality. I need to get rid of the Thunder Rhino. I get an 8/8, but he could have Hunter's Mark or Deadly Shot. I don't have a Taunt Mech in the pool. High main is fine because I can just heal myself up with that Ciliax now. It's time to heal up with the Ciliax. Crystal Smith Ciliax, heal to full, kill the high main. Sounds like a plan. I can heal to 24 even without the Crystal Smith. I still like the Crystal Smith. I kill the high main, but I heal to 30. Okay, so I have had 1 egg and the 8/8. If I can, I would like to play the Stegotron before I play Kangors, if I can find an opportunity to do that. He has a lot of cards, so he has a lot of resources. That Hyena might mean that I don't get a chance to play the Stegotron out there. If I need to kill the Hyena. But he needs another 3 damage. I guess he has another 3 damage. Spring Paw. Unleash, does it? Okay, so I will have to play. I will have to play the Kangors. Well, now I don't. I could play Pyro Equality. Pyro Equality into Doomsayer. Am I too greedy if I try it like that? Because right now I'm pulling 2 minions with the Kangors. He has a Lynx, a couple of other cards. I'll try the Pyro Equality. I'll try the Pyro Equality into Doomsayer. Let's give this a try. Then I'll try to get the Stegodon out there next turn. And then get the Kangors. But he had the Rexa. That was I was a little bit afraid of that Rexa. And of course he had the Rexa in his opening hand already. So now that I used the Equality and he had Rexa, then it can all go wrong. Oh dear. Now this can all go wrong. Oh, now he can win. Rexa in opening hand. Chance to win game. That's unfortunate. That's what you have to do. Game after game after game. Well, my play was weak to Rexa. I could have done another play that would not be as weak to Rexa. It was the only card in the entire deck that it was weak to, though. Now he already has 2 big beasts in hand. This can get really ugly really quickly. Oh, and if that gives him like a Doom Pact or something. Nasty stuff. Well, it's not the time to play Kangors yet. It's time to punch him in the face. I have seen one Unleash. I know he has a Lynx in hand. Oh, I didn't know that he would have a Frostmourne. That's pretty annoying. I need to respond with the Kangors. He can't get rid of Frostmourne next turn. The turn after that he's going to get the 5/12 taunt. Kangors, and I need to win the game now, right? I will just need to win from here before he gets to pop the Frostmourne. He can pop the Frostmourne now if he has another Candle Shot. If he can find a way to kill this, and then no, it doesn't inherit the Celiax features. We'll see. I have some extra damage from Bells and Consecration. So really depends on those Rexa Beasts. There are 2 Rexa Beasts in hand now, and then there's the Lynx. Does he have something with Poisonous? Odds are pretty decent. Even Poisonous Rush. Hopefully not a Poisonous Bloodbath. But I guess we're about to find out. Oh, that sort of fellow. But that one's going to pop the egg. Oh, that's not good for you.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.